Hi all, welcome to MSc Technologies. Today class we are going to discuss about the conditional statements. Now we'll go through what and all we have completed till today. The first chapter already we have completed, data types. Now we are working on the conditional statements. Coming to conditional statements, already the first simple if we have completed. Okay, this one is already completed. And here what you need to focus mostly, what is the purpose of conditional statements? Okay, that is the first thing you have to focus. Second one is indentation. What is the purpose of the indentation? This you need to focus. Now we'll see the if and else. Okay, simple if mean we perform only if statement. We don't use the else operation. Okay, but example, if you want to use the else operation also, what is the syntax mean? It's very simple. That will do the practice. Okay. For practicing purpose, what we need to do? We have to create a separate file. Already I told. Okay, we have to create a separate file. But whatever file I am sharing, right, that you should not change anything. That is for just a reference only. Okay. Sometimes if you want to execute any statement or any line of the code based on the condition. But example, age is 17. Okay, if the age is greater than or equals to, if age is greater than or equals to 18, then I want to do some operation. Then what you can do? You can use the if statement. Only simple if statement you can use. If age is greater than 18, I want to do? Just I want to print this statement. Okay, here I am doing the copy paste to save the time, but you don't do like that. Okay, you have to write each and everything yourself. Okay, now what is my requirement? If the age is greater than or equals to 18, I want to execute this line. That is my requirement. Okay, this is nothing but a block. You can consider this is a if block. Okay, what is a block? Block mean one to many lines. At least you have to create a one line, or you can create a many lines. How do you create a block? Block we can create based on the indentation. Already last class we have discussed. Indentation means 4 spaces. Okay, now requirement is just I want to, if the age is greater than or equals to, I want to print like this. That's all. Then we can write like this. Now let me run this program. Python practice. Okay, nothing is coming. Nothing is coming. Why it is not coming? Me, because the age is not greater than or equals to 18. That is a less than 18. That's why condition is not satisfied. Condition not satisfied mean it will return a false. If it is a false mean it doesn't allow the execute this if block. That's why directly it will come to the 7th line. 7th line we don't have anything. That's why nothing is printed. We are not seeing anything on the execution console. But it's give the confusion to the end user. But example, he enter age, just you want to know the whether he is eligible or not. But it's not telling whether he is eligible or if it's not. That is the problem we can see here. Okay, if you want to avoid that problem, okay, I want to confirm whether he is eligible. If he's not eligible also, I want to confirm him. Then what we can do? We can go for a else block. Remember, for else block, we don't give any condition. This is very important. Just else, then we have to give the colon. Once it is colon started mean what? Indentation. A block is started. Block mean then we have to follow the indentation. Here what we can do, you can print the any statement. Okay. Now I am going to print you are not eligible to vote. When this block will execute, whenever the if condition is false, when the if condition is false, then directly it will come to the else block. Here there is no condition if you see. Okay, if the condition is not there, mean it doesn't check anything. If the condition is false, if condition, directly it will come here, it will execute this block. Okay, if the condition is a true, then it will execute this block, then it doesn't check the else block. Remember, it will execute only any one block only. If the condition is true, it will execute a if block. If the condition is false, it will execute a else block. Okay, that's how we have written a program. What is if block here? This is the if block, this is the else block. Now you have to predict what will be the output. Now I am going to run this program. Just you have to predict what will be the output. Okay, now I am going to run. You can see you are not eligible to vote. That means it is clearly telling the end user. Okay, for example, if you give the 19, now I am giving the 19 as a age. Now you have to predict what will be the output. Okay, whether it will return the you are eligible to vote or you are not eligible to vote. Just you can predict before running. Okay, hope you have answer with you. Now let me run. You can see you are eligible to vote. Okay, that's mean let me explain. Now age is 19. First, if you run this program, what happen? It's come to the 5th line, or first it will come to the 3rd line. It will assign a 19th value into age variable. Next, it's come to 4th line. We don't have anything to execute there. Then it's come to the 5th line. 5th line we have a condition. What is condition? If age greater than or equals to 80. If see age is 19, 19 value is greater than 80. It's very clear, right? That's why what happened? This condition will become true. When the condition is true, then the if condition, if condition what it will do? It will allow the execute this if block. Then it will execute a 6th line because of condition true. Then you can think, okay, it doesn't execute a else block. When the if condition is false, then only it's go to the else block. If it is true, then it will execute the if block. Then directly it will come to the 9th line. If it is a true, if it is a false, it's come to the 7th line. Then it will execute the 8th line. Now the condition is true, right? That's why it is executing. You are eligible to vote. Now let me change the value 18. Now you have to predict what will be the output if you run this program. Now I am running. Just you can compare results. Okay. Now output will be you are eligible to vote. That means the condition became true. Why it became true mean if you see age is 18. What is the condition? Greater than or equals to. If any one match, it will true. But 18 is not greater than 18, but it is equals to 18. That's why this condition became a true. It will execute this line of code. Okay. Now I hope you are very clear. Okay. Now let me explain one more time. What is the purpose of else block? Okay. If you give any condition, the condition is not satisfied, or if condition is false, if you want to confirm some message, or you want to inform to the end user something you want to do, if the condition is false, then we can go for a else. Else block doesn't contain any condition. That's you have to remember. Whenever any condition is not satisfied, then if you want to do any action, that action we can put inside a else block. Hope you are very clear. Here I given clearly documentation also. You can go through it. If else is used to check a condition. If the condition is true, if block runs. If the condition is false, else block runs. Only one block will execute. It doesn't execute the both blocks. Any one only it will execute. Hope you are very clear what is the purpose of else block. Now we'll see the next one. Next one is elif. Okay. What is elif? Let me explain you. Elif checks the next condition only if the previous one is false. Okay, this we'll see practically, then you can understand very clearly. Else runs when none of the above conditions are true. Elif is used to, okay, elif is used when you have multiple conditions to check one after another. Elif runs only if all previous, if our elif conditions are false. That's mean, let me show you very clearly. Okay, now I have one scenario. I want to print the grade of the students based on the marks. Based on the marks, I want to print a grade. But example, if the marks are greater than or equals to 90, the person is getting 90 or greater than 90, I want to print a grade A. Sometimes, okay, if the marks are greater than or equals to 75, then I want to print a grade B. Along with I want to add one more condition also. If the marks are greater than or equals to 60, I want to print grade C. Else, if the marks are not belongs to any of these conditions, that means it is less than 60, I want to give a grade as a fail. Okay, that is my requirement. Here we have to apply the multiple conditions. But if you see, if the greater than or equals to 90, one condition. Greater than or equals to 75, one condition. Greater than or equals to 60, one condition. Like this, you can give n number of conditions, not only two. But example, if you want to add one more condition, we can add. Like this, we can use the n number of elif blocks. You can use the n number of elif blocks. If you want only one also, you can use one block elif also. That is up to you. But example, if you have any conditions like that, you can add. But example, if the marks are greater than or 50, okay, or let me give 40, I want to give it D grade. Okay, the marks are below 40, then it's go to the else block and it will fail. Okay, this is how if you want to define a multiple conditions, we can go for a elif. Let me explain one more time. If you want to perform only one block of code, only if you want to execute based on one condition, you can use only simple if. If the condition is not satisfied, if you want to do any operation, we can use only if and else. Sometimes if you want to apply the multiple conditions on same scenario, but example here we are giving the grade based on the marks, then we have to give the multiple condition. There is no option. If the marks are greater than like this, elif purpose is what? If you want to apply the one more than one condition, but example if mean only single condition, like that if you want to add one more condition, we can go elif. Elifs we can use n number of one to many, many conditions you can apply like this. And the rule is, if you apply the n number of elif and else everything, right, it will execute only one block only. Okay, that will do practice, we can understand very clearly. Just I'm copy pasting to avoid a or to save a time, but you don't do like that. You have to write each and everything, each and every character yourself. Okay, okay, now I given a 75 marks are 75. Now I am going to execute this block of code. Now just you have to predict what will be the output of this program if I run this program. Just I am giving some time, you can think yourself and you keep answer with yourself. But I am giving the int, it will execute only one block only, any one only it will execute. When the condition is satisfied, it will execute that block, then directly it will come out from the all the conditions. That's mean directly it will come to the 14th line. Okay, you can check it, keep answer with yourself, then I will check. Okay, now let me run it. Now answer is grade B. Why grade B? Let me explain you very clearly. Let me go through the code. Once you run this Python file, first it will come to the third line, because first and second we don't have anything. Directly it will come to the execution, third line. Here what it's do, it's create one variable, the value will be 75. The variable name is marks. Then it's come to the fourth line. Fourth line we have given a condition, if marks greater than or equals to 90. If you see marks are 75, the 75 is not greater than 90 or equals to 90. Then what happens? This condition become a false. Once this condition become a false, it doesn't allow to execute a this if block. Then what happen program? It will search, is there any elif here? If it's come to the sixth line, if you see again there is a condition. We have given a one more condition. It is sequence to the same if block only. Now again we have given one more condition. Condition is marks greater than or equals to 75. If you see here marks are 75, 75 is not greater than 75, but it is equals to 75. Then what happen? This condition also become a true. Then once the condition become a true, then it will allow to execute a that particular block. Okay, what is the block? After this colon we have a only one line of code. What is the line? We are just printing the grade B. Like this you can give the n number of lines also, but you have to follow the same indentation. Okay, but you have to write as your requirement how many lines program you want to execute. Okay, now it is executed completely the seventh line. Then what happened? That is important. Okay, once any condition is satisfied, then it will run that particular block of code, then directly it will come to the 14th line. It doesn't go to the 8th line, it will directly go to the 14th line. Okay, that you have to remember. If the condition became false in the 6th line, then only it will check the 8th line condition. If the 8th line condition also false, then only it will check the 10th line condition. If that is also false, then directly it will come the else block. There is no condition, it will execute. When the else block will execute, if any condition is not satisfied, then else block will execute. Okay, now you understood how the flow will go. Now you can see the answer also B1. Now I am going to change a marks value. Now you have to predict and you have to answer what will be the output. Now I'm changing the marks to 55. Now you can predict what will be the output. Take your own time and let me know. Okay, you have to analyze the program the way how I explained. Okay, now again I am going to explain you. Okay, moving forward, same manner you have to understand and you have to go through the code, then you have to predict the output. But initially take a time, no issue, don't hurry. Okay, once you understand these concepts very well, then automatically you can predict immediately, but initial time you don't make hurry. Okay, now let me explain. The way how I am explaining, same manner you have to analyze the program. Now if you run this program, first what happen, it will create a one variable with value as a 55. The variable name is marks variable. Okay, then it's come to the fourth line. If marks, what are the marks value? 55. 55 is greater than or equals to 90. 55 is not greater than 90 or equals to 90 also. Then what happened? This condition became false. Then let's go to the next leaf, sixth line. Again to check this condition. Marks already 55 greater than, it's not a greater than 75 or equals to 75. Again this condition also become false. Next is come to the eighth line. Elif marks 55 greater than or equals to 60. It is also false because 55 is not greater than 60 or equals to 60. Then again it's go to the 10th line. There is one more condition. Elif marks greater than or equals to 40. If you see here, 55 is greater than 40, the value. That's why this condition will become a true. Then what happen? If this condition is satisfied, it's allowed to execute that block of code. What is the block of code for this? 11th line. Then it will print a grade D. Then what happen? If any condition is satisfied, that block of code it will execute, then directly it will come to the 14th line. Then it doesn't check the any other condition or else statements also. Okay, this is how you have to analyze the program. Then you have to predict the answer while doing the practice also. Then after predicting the answer only, you have to run a program and you have to cross verify whether predicted value is correct or not. This is the how you have to do practice. Then only you can understand the this conditional statements and logics, how these conditions are working. Now I am going to run. We'll see. You can see now grade D. This is the answer. Okay, this is what we have predicted. Okay, like this every time you have to change the value and you have to change the condition. Then you have to slowly you have to go through the program. You have to understand the what is expected value. Then you have to run and you have to cross verify. If you are not expecting properly, then you have to understand where it is missing. Okay, this is how n number of conditions you have to change and you have to practice. Then only you can become a perfect in the conditional statements, because the programming means logics. Okay, logics means these conditions only. Okay, that's why you have to put some attention on these conditional statements. That's mean you have to do more practice. That's all. Okay, now let me explain this if statements how it will work. Okay, sometimes there is a question, can I use a if and elif without else? Can I use if and elif only without else? Is it work or not? Yes, else is optional. If you want you can use or you can skip it. What is the purpose of else mean? If any condition is not satisfied, then if you want to do any operation, that operation we can perform inside a else block. Clear, right? Sometimes I don't want to perform any operation. If any condition is not satisfied, then you can ignore it. Now I am running. Now you can see program is running properly. There is no issue. Okay. Now we are very clear. Else is optional. Now one more question. Can I use elif without if? Okay. Now let me run and show you practically. We got a syntax error, invalid syntax. Okay. Meaning of that, it's very clear. It's very clear. Without if block, we cannot perform directly elif. If block is the head. Okay. It's mandatory. Okay. After if block only, we have to use the elif. After ellipse only, we have to use the else. That is the sequence. That is also you don't miss it. But example, you can think you don't think. But example, after if I use the if condition, what happened? Again, you see the same error. Okay, that's why you should be very clear what is the syntax and what is the format and what is the sequence also. Okay. Now one more thing. Can I use without else and without elif? Only if I can I use? Yes. Okay, because if is a very main, right, that you can use without. Okay, that you can use without. Now no issues, you can see if you change the value it will print, that's all. Okay, only if block mean you can perform, no issue. If you want to perform else if, right, if is mandatory. Okay, and else also always we have to use last only. Else also always we have to perform last only. But if you try before between the elif, right, then it's through error. This and all you should be very clear as a programmer. Okay, that's why you should be very clear what and all mandatory things. Okay, and what is the sequence also. Okay, hope you are clear now. These also you have to do practice and you have to understand. And one more important thing is, if you put the conditions like this, n number of conditions, 100 conditions also you can put elif conditions, but only one block only will execute, whether it is a if or any one of the elif or else. Only one. It doesn't execute the two blocks. Okay, hope you are very clear about the purpose of elif. Now we'll go to the next one. Next one is a comparison operations. What are comparison operations? This is very important. As a programmer, you should know comparison operation. What is the purpose of comparison operations? Mean comparison operators are used to compare two values. Okay, the naming itself can define. Compare mean, but example, you want to compare the two values A and B. Then what you can do? We can use the comparison operators. Okay, these operators, what it will return mean? They return either true or false. Meaning of that, here we are applying some condition, right? This is a greater than operator. Okay, this operator, if you apply like this, it's written true or false. The condition is satisfied. What is the condition here? A should be greater than B. Then only I want to perform this action. Okay, then this condition satisfied mean then only, that means satisfied means the A should be greater than B. Then only condition become true. Otherwise it's false. The condition become true, then only it will execute that block. Otherwise it doesn't execute. Hope you are clear. Next, comparison operators are. What are the comparison operators? Sometimes they might ask. Okay, it's very simple. Greater than, less than, greater than equals to, less than equals to, not equals to. Let me explain one more time. Greater than means sometimes if you want to perform any operation. But example here I given a greater than b, right? A greater than b, right? But example a value is greater than b. If you want to do any action, then we can do like this. Just you can apply the greater than symbol. Sometimes I want to do action when the a block is less than b. Then we can use the this operator, less than operator. Sometimes if you want to perform an operation when the a value is greater than or equals to 10, then you can use this one. Okay, see here why I given 10 mean it's not a mandatory you have to use a variable. You can use the direct value also, whether it left side or right side, or you can save this value into one variable. That variable also you can use. Next, less than equals to mean it's reverse. Sometimes I want to perform any action, the b value is less than or equals to. Okay, equal means exactly a value should be exactly 10. Then only I want to do some action. Then we can use a equal operator. Next, not equals. This is accumulator symbol. After the accumulator symbol, if you give equal operator or equal symbol, it's become a not equal. What is the purpose of not equal? Mean sometimes a value and b value both should not be same. Anything fine, but both should not be same. But example, if the a value equal is 10, b value is equals to 10, then I don't want to do this operation. I don't want to execute this block of code. When the both values are not same, then I want to perform some action. Then we'll go for a not equals to. Okay, hope you are clear. I don't want to again execute this code because already we have practiced. Just you have to practice one by one operator. Then you have to understand how the functionality will go. It's a very basic things only. Okay. Okay. Next thing is logical operators. What is the what are the logical operators and what is the use of it? I will explain. Logical operators are and, are, not. Total we have a 3. What is the purpose? What is the use of these logical operators? Mean using logical operations, we can execute a block of code based on multiple conditions. How it will be, I will show practically. But example coming to and, when it will become true mean both conditions are true. Okay. Or mean at least one condition is true. That's mean a right side condition or left side condition. If you want to do any action, then you can go or symbol. Condition is reversed. Okay, that is a not. This and all we'll see practically, don't worry. Here I given a table also, but example if and operators mean if you have two values a and b, a value true, if you b value true, that's mean two conditions are true, then only it will become a true. Remaining all condition, that's mean true false, false true, false false, it will be false only. Okay. Next we'll see the or operator. Coming to or operator mean if the both any one of if you give both conditions, right, two conditions, if any one become a true, it will be true. This is just opposition. But example if you see true true, true only. The right side condition, left side condition true, true, true false also true, because left side is true is there, right? One is true. Next is false true. This is also true because right side is true. Next is false false. Then it will become false. Or condition if you are using mean the both conditions false false, remaining all true. And mean the both are true true, remaining are false. Now we'll see with examples. Just I am doing copy paste, but you have to write from scratch. Okay. But example, usually how we are performing earlier mean just we are giving a single condition like this. Okay. Now what is the condition mean? I want to increase the salary. Now what is the requirement? I want to increase the salary when the salary is greater than or equals to 500. That's mean the employee salary is greater than 500. I want to increase. Here what I am doing, salary plus 100 rupees I am increasing. Okay, if it is not satisfied the condition, under condition false. That means salary doesn't increase. This is a normal if and else statement. Now let me run and show you. You can see under condition became a false. Why it is became false means salary is not greater than 50. But example, if you 500 mean it will become a true, then it's increase the salary. Now you can see now salary got increased, it is a 600. Okay. Okay. Now it is we are increasing the salary based on the salary. Sometimes what happen? I want to increase the salary whose salary is greater than 500 and mean I want to add one more condition. If the only salary is 500, I don't want to increase. Salary should be 500 or equals to 500 and department name also equals to IT. This is equal operator. When I want to increase the salary, if the salary is greater than equals to 500, that's employee salary along with his department also IT, then only I want to increase. Otherwise, I don't want to increase. That is the my requirement. Then what you can do? You can use a AND operator. AND operator means left side one condition, right side one condition. If you want to give one more condition also, what you can do? You can use one more AND. And you can give one more condition. Hope you are clear. But while practicing, we'll do with the two conditions. That's enough. Now I'm going to execute this block of code. Just you can assume what will be the output. Now it is 600. Why mean? If you see, salary is 500. Okay, if you see 500 and it's equals to 500, that's why it is satisfied. Left side condition is satisfied and right side condition also satisfied. That's why this condition, whole condition become a true. Then it will execute this block. Now, if any one condition is false, then it doesn't allow to execute. That is the AND operator functionality. Now, this department name I am changing to sales. Now, employer salary is 500. It will satisfy. But coming to department, it is not the IT, it's sales. Then what happened? This right side condition become a false. One condition is true, this condition is false. Okay. Then what happened? According to the AND operation, it become a false. Any one condition is false, false only. Now we will see what operation it will do. It is doing the else operation. AND condition false. That means it is not allowing to execute the 8th line of the code because this condition became false. Why became false mean this department name is false. Okay, remember one more time. Let me tell one more time. If the both conditions are true, then only it will become a true. Then only it will allow to execute that block of code. Any one condition is false, it doesn't allow. Now sales I am making as a IT, salary I am making to 400. Now what happened? This department name condition will become satisfied. But salary is doesn't satisfy because salary is 400, it's not greater than or equals to 500, then it became a false. Once it is false, it doesn't allow to execute the this block of code. Then to come to here. Okay. Now let me run and show you. AND condition false. Okay. It should be very clear. The both are true, then only true. If you are using and. Otherwise, false only. Now again I am changing to 600. Now you have to predict what will be the output. I am giving some time. You can predict and keep answer with yourself. Then you have to cross check the actual values. Hope you have an answer with you. Let me run and show you. Now the condition became a true. That's why it is increased the salary 600 to 700, because left side and right side both conditions became true. Hope you are very clear about what is the purpose of the AND operator. Let me explain. Using the AND operator, we can execute a block of code. This is the block of code based on multiple conditions. That means more than one condition. Okay. Now R mean what? It's very simple. R mean any one. R mean any one. The any one condition is satisfied also, I want to increase the salary. Now let me explain the requirement. I have a requirement to increase the salary whose salary is greater than or equals to 500, or his department name is IT. But example, department is IT, his salary is less than 500 also, I want to increase. But example, his salary is greater than 500, but his department names anything. Apart from IT, anything also, I want to increase. If you have a requirement like this, we have to use a OR condition. Now let me run and show you. Now it is became a true, the salary got increased because both conditions became a true. Then also it is a true only. Now department name I am changing to sales. Now what happened? It will satisfy the salary, but it doesn't satisfy the department name. Even though it will increase, because we are expecting one condition should be true, not both. Now you can see it is increased. Even though department name not satisfied. Now what I am doing? I am making it IT and salary I am making it 400. Now what happened? Salary, this condition become false, this become true. Now you have to tell whether it will increase the salary or not. Predict. I am going to run. It is increasing. 400 became 500. Why? Why mean salary condition false but department name condition true. According to the R, if any one condition is true, then it will satisfy. That's when it will return it true, then condition will satisfy, it will execute. Now I am making both are false because salary also 400, department name also sales. That's mean this condition also become false, this condition also become false. In this scenario, what happen? It will return a false. If the both conditions are false, it will return a false. Then condition doesn't satisfy. It doesn't execute this block of code. Directly it will go to the this block. Now let me run and show you. You can see and condition false. That's mean it's R only, but it is printing like that. Okay. You aware of this. It is going to else block. Let me explain one more time. If you are going to use OR condition, the purpose is either condition 1 or condition 2. If any one satisfy also, if you want to perform any action, then you can go OR condition. When it will become false mean if the both conditions are false, then it will become a false. Okay. Hope you are clear on this. Now next one is not. What is the not? Let me explain you. If salary equals to 400, I want to print, just I want to print the salary. Now what happened if I run this program? It is just printing because condition is became true. But example, if you want to use the not operator, where you have to use mean after if, right? If not, then you have to give the condition. This is the syntax. If not, salary equals to 400. Okay. Then what happened? Let me explain. Okay. If you use the not operator before condition, it's very simple. The condition true, it's become a false. If the condition false, it's become a true. Just opposite, reverse. Now earlier it was satisfied and it ran. It printed the 400, right? Just now I added a not. Then what happened? It's became a false and it doesn't execute a that print statement. You can see nothing came. Yes, we are telling here very clearly. It is a plain English only. If not, kagudadu. It should not be. What it should not be? Salary should not be 400. But it became a. It is a 400 only. That's why condition become false. Sometimes if you want to do any action opposite the condition, then we have to use a not. Same operator we can do like this also. Okay, let me show another example. This is equals to this only. Both are same conditions only. The salary is not equals to 400. I want to print. Here, not salary equals to 400. That is also same. But as you are convenient, while writing the program, you can give one condition, and if you give not, just it perform the opposite. Or you can remove not and condition you can give not equals to. That is also same one. Anyone you can practice whatever you feel convenient. But you should understand if someone write not or someone write not equals to also, you should able to understand the program. Okay. Just to practice both. Okay. That is enough. But here if I give like this, right? What happened? It's reverse. Actually this condition, false condition. Salary is not equals to we are expecting, but it is equals to 400. But if you use not, it's become a true. Now you can see. Very simple. Just to go through it, you can understand very clearly. Okay. Now last one we'll see. What is the last one? Logical operator survey completed membership operation. What is the purpose of membership operations? Mean first we will see what are the membership operations. Membership operations are in and not in. What we can do by using membership operation mean using membership operations we can find a value in a list and substring in a string. How it will be? Let me show you. For example, we have names Naresh, Nagesh, Kumar, Balu in a list. Sometimes I want to do some action when the list contains a this value, Kumar value. Then what you can do if some value, whatever you want, Kumar in list, that's mean names. I want to print. Then what happen? It's first what happen? It will check this value is there or not in the list. That's mean one by one value it will compare. First it will compare the Kumar with Nagesh, then Kumar with Ganesh, then Kumar with this Kumar value. Then what happen? It will satisfy Kumar is there. Exact value it will check. Okay. If it is there, what happen? Condition become a true. It will execute this block. Again, it's go to the Balu. If it is satisfied, it doesn't go Balu. It will come out. It will come out the from condition. Then it will print. Let me show you. You can see it is printing. That's mean the particular value whatever we are giving that is existed in the names. Like this, if I can give any name, Balu I am giving. it's printing because Balu is there. If I give Ramesh, Ramesh is not there in this list. Then what happened? Condition become false. No output you can see. If you give partial value, but example B I am giving. Okay, partial value also doesn't satisfy. But example, if you see in Balu we have BA, it doesn't satisfy. It will check the exact value. It is also false. Okay. Sometimes, okay, I want to do some action when given value is not existed in the list. Just opposite. Not in mean BA should not be in names. If it is not there, I want to do some action. Then we can use this membership operator. Earlier it was false, right? Now it's you can see it is became true. Just opposite. We are expecting it should not be in the list, but it is not there. That's why it's printing. If I give Balu, now you have to predict what will be the output if you run this program. Is it true or false? Take your own time. Balu not in names. Then only I want to do this operation. Let me run. Now you can see it is false because Balu not in the names. Okay, it is not there, right? That's why it is false. Let me check. It should not come. Okay, it is true only because Balu we are not expecting, but not in names. But Balu is there. That's why what is happening? We are expecting it should not be. Okay, but it is not there. It is there. That's why it is true. Okay, if I use in operator, sorry, let me say one more. Now it is printing. That's mean we are expecting if the Balu inside a names, I want to execute this block. If I use a not in mean, it should not be there. If it is there, it doesn't return anything. Condition become false. You can see false. It is not expecting it should Balu should not be there in the list, but it is there. That's why it is false. Okay. Hope you are clear about this operator. Okay. Now we will do practice on the string also. Same operators only. But string how it will work mean. But example Naresh. This is the name. If you want to check partial string mean it is a NA or RE or ARE, okay, anything. Okay, but example I'm checking if SS in name. That means inside a name the SS is there. I want to perform this operation. It is there. That's why it became a true. It's printing. Okay, anything you can SH or any other thing, but I'm going to give AE or E. Like this n number of characters you can give. If the given string is existed in that string, it will become a true. Otherwise false. Now it is true. You can see name is Naresh. Same if I use a not. That means I'm expecting it should not be in name. If it is not there, I want to perform this operation. If it is there, I don't want to perform. Then if it is there, it will become a false. If it is not there, it will become a true. Now you can have to predict what will be the output. Nothing. Because our condition is ARE not in name. Then only I want to perform. But if you see ARE is there inside a name. That's why it is became false. If I give some ANN, now you have to tell what will be the output. Take your own time. You can tell what is expectation. The given value ANN not in name. If it is not there in the name, then only I want to perform this operation. I want to print the name. Let me explain one more time. If the ANN, this string should not be in name. Then only I want to perform. Now you have to predict what will the output. Now I'm going to run. Now it became a true. It is printing the value. Why it became a true mean? If you see ANN, it is not there in the given name. Not in name. It is not there. That's why it is becoming true and it is executing. Okay. That's all about the conditional operations. This and all you have to practice. Okay. Once you complete all these things, right? You have to complete this quiz also. This quiz you have to complete all the interview questions, right? You have to prepare the answers. Then you have to give a session. Don't forget. While the giving session, you can split the conditional statements till if you can plan for one session. Then comparison operators, logical operators, membership. These three you can plan in a one session. You can split the complete chapter into two sessions. Then it will be more fruitful and you can feel convenient. Okay, that's all today class. Hope you have to work out on the conditional operations which along with you have to plan for a sessions also. Okay, that's all today class. Next class what we do? Next class we focus on the loops. Till now we have completed data types, conditional, statement. Next class will be loop. Okay, okay, that's all. We'll see you in the next class. Bye all.